Hey guys, Coach Jeff here from Training for Your Stockyards, and I want to give you guys a series on how to correct any type of ankle and knee impairment or pain that you might have. So it's a 4-step process that you need to be consistent with, and today I'm going to show you guys how to inhibit, how to lengthen, how to strengthen, and how to integrate these certain muscles to get rid of certain impairments. So today I'm going to start out with what we call self-myofascial release, or hey, just foam rolling, right? So the first technique that you need to go for if you have any type of ankle pain is actually going to be targeting the bottoms of your feet. So today, I'm going to be using a simple modality, just a lacrosse ball here. And how you're going to execute this is you're going to start at your forefoot, and then you're going to slowly roll your lacrosse ball across the arch of your foot and stopping on any knots or pain points that you might have. So this part of the process can take some time, but you have to rest on every pain point for anywhere from 20 seconds upwards to 2 minutes. Okay, so you're gonna go all the way to the back of the foot, then you're gonna circle back around, and you're gonna make sure that you cover the whole area of the bottom of your foot. All right, so now we're gonna move on to using an actual foam roller. You can find all sorts of foam rollers out there on the market. Today I'm using like a trigger point foam roller that has knobs and ridges on it. If you haven't ever foam rolled before, I really don't recommend one of these, but this is the foam roller here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna target the back side of the lower leg here, called your calves. And the way that you're gonna actually foam roll your calf is you're gonna actually start right above or right below the back of the knee here, and you're just gonna extend your arms to support your upper body, and you're gonna cross your legs on top of each other. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna slightly lift your butt off the ground and slowly foam roll towards the ankle, once again, stopping on any trigger point for at least 20 seconds upwards to 3 minutes. You're gonna repeat that whole process, making your way all the way to the bottom, right above the ankle, and then back up to the bottom of yes. All right, next up we're gonna foam roll the side of your leg here, the lower leg called your perennials. So now we're going to, once again, we're gonna start right below the knee joint, and you're gonna put your legs on top of each other. You're gonna support the shoulder with the elbow. You're gonna lift up, and you're gonna slowly crawl the foam roller all the way towards the ankle, repeating with the same tempo of about 1 to 2 inches per second. And as you get on top of a trigger pain point, you need to hold until that point releases. All right, so the last foam roll technique that we're gonna go through for the inhibition part of your correctives is foam rolling the lateral side of your thigh or the side of your leg, known as the IT band. As you walk, run, jump, all those things, this connective tissue takes a lot of beating, can become inflamed, which can lead to knee or ankle pain, okay? So basically what you're gonna do is in the same position as I just showed you, but now the foam roller is much higher up on the leg. It's actually gonna be right under your hip bone, and you're gonna take your top leg and cross it over the bottom leg. You're gonna slightly lift up that left leg here, and then you're just gonna slowly crawl. Now just be aware that this is one of the most painful part of your body is the foam roll, so just take time with it, right? Just build up your tolerance. But once again, you're gonna start from right under the hip bone, and you're gonna go right to the top of the knee, pausing on any trigger point for at least 20 seconds. All right, so now we've covered the inhibition part of your correctives. Now we're gonna go into the lengthening, right? So now we've got a lot of the knots out of the muscles. Now we're actually gonna physically cause those to release by lengthening them, put them under maximal tension. So once again, we're gonna start with the calves or the back side of the bottom leg, and you're gonna do your standing calf wall stretch. Now, a lot of people think they do this correctly, but there's a couple things you wanna make sure you do to make this effective, right? So you're gonna stand parallel to the wall, and you're gonna put your hands at about shoulder height, okay? You're gonna bring one leg up a couple inches away from the wall, and the leg that you wanna stretch will be all the way back. Now what you're gonna do is keep that back leg as straight as you can, make sure the heel doesn't leave the ground, and you're gonna slowly lower your body towards the wall by pushing through the heel of the back leg and bending your arms. Once you feel that muscle is fully lengthened and the heel is not leaving, you're gonna hold this stretch for at least 30 seconds. All right, so when it comes to the calf muscle, there's actually 2 muscles, and so the one that we just stretched was the top muscle. This one's gonna target the bottom muscle called the soleus. So you actually have to stretch this one with a more of a bent angle at your knee. So you're gonna position your front of your foot maybe 3 or 4 inches away from the wall. Once again, you're gonna place your hands on the walls. What you're gonna do is slowly lean in. You're gonna feel the tension build here, and you're gonna let the knee touch without letting your heel leave the ground. Once you feel that stretch and the heel does not leave and the knee is touching, you're gonna hold that for, again, 30 seconds. All right, so the last static stretch that we're gonna go with is gonna be for your hamstring complex. more specifically the outside hamstring called the biceps femoris, because it actually crosses the knee joint and inserts into the tibia here, so it can cause knee and ankle issues if it's not working properly. So the way that you're going to perform this stretch, you're going to lay all the way on your back, okay, and you're going to extend this leg up as straight as you can, toe back. You can actually embrace right behind the knee. You're going to pull a good stretch right here. Keep your leg straight. You're going to slightly internally rotate your hip and hold. Once you get that stretch, your leg as straight as you can, you're going to hold for at least 30 seconds. All right, so now we're on to the strengthening portion of correctives, all right? So now we've taken care of the muscles that are overactive or tight, but across from those overactive and tight muscles are gonna be muscles that are, maybe they're lengthened and weak. So basically we need to target the front side of the leg, known as the posterior and the anterior tibialis. So what I have here is an inch mini band. You can pick these up from Walmart. You can get them on Amazon, around like 10 to 15 bucks each, all right? So basically you're gonna attach it to a support and you're gonna put it right around the top of your foot, okay? You wanna get back far enough to where now you have tension on the mini band. What you're gonna do is actually let your foot relax, then you're gonna pull. Whenever you pull, you're gonna hold for at least 2 seconds to make sure you can feel the contraction here on the top of your shin. So it'll be 1 and 2, release. 1 and 2, release. So once again, that's going to strengthen the anterior tibialis. All right, so now that we strengthen the anterior tibialis, on the other side or the back side of the tibia is your posterior tibialis. So it's going to be very similar to the one I just showed you with a slight variation at the ankle. So you're going to set up just like the last one. Once you pull in, you're actually going to turn your toe inward. You're going to feel a contraction in a slightly different spot, holding 1 and 2, go back home, release. Pull straight up towards your body, turn the toe in, 1 and 2, release.
Go.
All right, so now we're at the last step of your corrective exercise phase, which is integration. So it's taking all those muscles and we're getting them to communicate together in a dynamic movement. So one of the best ones here for any ankle and knee impairment is what we call a single leg multiplanar reach. So you're gonna start on one supported leg and you're gonna have a free leg here. Now the way that I describe it is you're gonna have this foot on top of an invisible phone book, back when those existed, all right? So what you're gonna do is you're gonna start by reaching right in front of you. Now you're gonna reach and point. You'll hold for 1 and 2, you'll come right back home. The second one, you're gonna reach out to the side, pointing towards your cone, 1 and 2. And the last one, and typically the most challenging one, is you're gonna rotate your body at about 90 degrees, then you're gonna reach back at 45, and then come right back home.